Perfect. Got it. Yeah. I'm gonna put this shit on Twitter. Perfect. Got it. Yeah. Kicking ass. Kicking orc ass. Mm-hmm. Oh, so it wasn't always she's not always a spider. We just saw her as a movie. I did not know that either. Pretty much, yeah. I played yeah. I got to. I know I got to the end. I played it for like 50 hours. Okay. Oh, I did not. I don't like spiders, man. That one was so realistic. I did not like that. It was crazy though. The same year, like what the Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, or no, the one with the spiders came out, and they did not do it nearly as good. It was like, oh, here's our spiders. It's a Jim Henson puppet. This is so cool.
You see? I see the right.
This game had like probably some of the best flow I've ever played. Did you like that series? I just couldn't get into it, and I loved it. Oh, there's stories all over the place. Anybody that says that's a good story is full of shit. Like, it's the first one they cast like what Adam Sandler is the protagonist, and no, it's just he just looked a lot like Adam Sandler to me.
Anything was out there?
Is this Rohan? Arminus Tyr? The architecture.
You like that? For me!
Oh.
That was luck! I'm on it!
On the back of the head. Yeah, I covet these movies. I love them so much.
Die, Manfield!
I'll unfriend people though if they tell me they like the Hobbit movies though. They did their own thing. That was a money grab in my opinion. Dude, supposedly there's 5 spin-offs in the works. 5. Like, are you serious? How about 3 that are just amazing? Or you know, I just it seems like you're really stretching the butter thin now. I think that was my big complaint with like The Hobbit was my expectations were on a Lord of the Rings level, and I didn't. I don't know. I was a fan of the first book. The first book is what got me into fantasy, so I was like one of those guys that's complaining about the. And then for me, the cop-outs were that, like, well, even Peter Jackson said that the paint was still drying. They just didn't have the same, 3 years of pre-production work and.
That'll leave him.
And we got robbed on the dragon fight. That should have lasted like 45 minutes. The whole battle of the armies, 5 armies, or I don't know. Still sore.
I'm in charge.
But they gave us that hot elf chick lady. What's her name? Gwendolyn something or. Scoth. Alright, we gotta get Scoth. We'll make him eat shit. I remember watching these videos of like one dude that was able to like round up like 20 bosses and kill them all at the same time. I bet they only improved it with this one.
The ring is flawed. It was a mistake. We shook all of Mordor. We brought.
Man, my Twitter followers are breaking down the door right now.
Its power is what shook Mordor.
No, not at all.
Ours again.
It's the same as Batman. Same bit. I liked the first one, and then after that, I just couldn't. I was the same way. Why am I not level?
Come on out, you shrub. Come on out.
Oh, that was awesome. That is so cool.
I don't care what did him. I'm more worried about myself.
Made the table. Go ahead, sit down. Been applied on the landscape too long. Which kid will fix that? Wait, I smell something.
This would make a sweet ninja game with stealth. Is there stealth in this? I can't remember.
Nothing like it.
Ranger!
This orc.
Oh, that's Scar or whatever his name is.
Let us show him the folly of his plan.
Then you can't catch me!
Oh, owned. Mhm. Is it always swords? Or do you get other weapons? Oh, those look cool.
Find the Grave Walker!
He's back!
Found places, everyone! I dare you! Feel!
Sword lock was cool.
You'll run a bad luck! Have to block faster! Ranger! Now what we have here, a game of chance. Odds have been laid, though we can't see them yet. Only way to see what comes up is to play the game. So let's play! I underestimated this time.
Sweet vest, bro.
I don't know nothing! Leave it! Take my look! You won't catch up!
He can't get off the.
Your luck's
I think this one fancied himself a ranger.
Or a tracker, Mordor's equivalent. Subtract your years
Nice.
of training
Nice.
and substitute feral cunning instead.
The talk is chasing me down! The road is long and short. It took a lot of work to secure these categories, so you maggots better not let anything happen to them.
We'll take them by surprise. Show them no mercy.
Kind of reminds me of the Dynasty Warrior games. Oh, it didn't take much on that guy.
Yeah!
Oh, I like that leather.
Rip your head off! You're done!
Oh, big dude.
Enough!
Shit. Thing looks like a rancor. Does he have any way of getting you down, or can you really just shoot the shit out of him? Oh, unlimited. What other creatures are there? I did see him on a flying thing in the previews months ago.
We need to see Shelob. Her visions can help us.
We need the ring.
Did you hear?
Oh, look at that mess. Is that like a little hammer I keep seeing you whip out?
Come back, man, Phil.
even trying. He's just standing there. How are they shooting at?
Like that? Too slow, Tark!
Oh, spine stabbed.
Edrafani, get it lean!
It'd be fun if it was multiplayer.
We'll crush the pigskins.
This was one of the only games I would play single player. Like, something happened to me like 10 years ago that I just stopped playing single player games for the most part. Because I'm already like usually in this cave by myself. So why make it even worse? So I spent a lot of time playing multiplayer when I did. It was like my social interaction with the world.
On your knees, guard!
I was totally antisocial though. I just like knowing that there were real people. I was like the social guild guy that, you know, wow, I would always be solo. And... I saw something about World of Warcraft in the news the other day, and I'm like, fuck, people are still playing this? Like, oh my god.
Such wreck.
It's what's crazy is like when I really loved it, I was always like, oh man, I can't wait for World of Warcraft 2, but that model just is not a thing. We have World of Warcraft 2. In fact, we're on like what, World of Warcraft 4 technically? Like, it's just just redo the graphics or, you know, update the engine, and it makes sense. Why fucking ruin this big community of people and content? Exactly. And that was exactly. That was total lightning in a bottle. Like, that phrase was coined off of like World of Warcraft. Like, I don't care. Like, it started there. We were like all the MMOs that came out that were like, me too, and some of them were good, but it was like, this is getting a little crazy. I'm trying to tap into that success, and the fucked up part is nobody realized it's like, dude, it's not the concept of the MMO. It's like, WoW is like being in a theme park. You're like, what's that over there? What's this over here? I don't know. We're going over here. You know, you're just constantly like enthralled by these great graphics and just insane gameplay. I did play a lot of the other ones. I started with like Ultima Online. That was my jam back in the day. I played a little bit of that. I was surprised that Warhammer straight just shut it down. I'm like, really? You can't find a way to just keep this going? You have to shit. They put a lot of effort into that one too. I think the genre will come back with virtual reality. That was what I was dying for when I had VR. Was like, dude, can you please give me an MMO? Like some reason to like live in this headset. Yeah, that was my big. You know, I think not to like side rant on VR and trash VR even more than I already have, but I can't believe Valve, of all companies, wasn't like, hey, we have to launch this with a pretty great game that's going to keep people playing until that shows people why this is what it is. They potentially, maybe they still could. I mean, I'm under the assumption, and I buy into it. You know why I think it's not a thing? I think it's not a thing because people are hurting themselves and people are fucking breaking shit and punching the walls, and that is not something that you can mass market. You're never gonna see Nintendo selling something, or you know, a big company like that going, yeah, just make sure you don't punch out your like window. It's not marketable. Like, if anybody had watched, like, let's say you're a big AAA company and you watch my video where I break my controller. Like, look at this fucking guy, dude. Like, he's going crazy. Can you imagine how this could go wrong? Did you see that video I made? It is, and guess who's the fault? It's already in the fine print for the Oculus invite. Hey, if you fucking eat, it's the developer. Yeah. And I think that scared people. And I'm sure any developer that's got a brain on their hands is like, well, I don't want to kill anybody. Oh, you're fucking pushing it now if you're asking for, like, a room.
A patrol is nearby, unaware that they are not alone.
I think the only way to combat that is, one, like, I think the VR arcades are going to be a thing. I totally see it. A safe environment. Right? And then augmented reality. I see that being more popular because, like, hey, like, I can get behind my couch and shoot at the zombies. I don't have to, like, where's my couch at? I can see the objects in my room. Yeah, if I do hit something, I'm the idiot, you know? Yeah, it's there. Yeah. I'm still pumped. I know you weren't as sold as I was on that Star Wars game. I was mostly just excited for like the technology of it, but I want to try that so bad because I just haven't heard anybody try and say it sucks. Like nobody has said that. It's not worth 200. They need to make it into a platform like you were saying. Like, if you make other shit for this. Oh. Exactly. That's a trinket game for sure. You and I both know that you're not going to be going back to those two games and being like... For real. They did say they wanted to flesh it out, and they even mentioned multiplayer, but they mentioned that they're just thinking, it's nothing in the works, but hey, maybe. And that would be sick. If I could like lightsaber battles my friends and actually get a workout and shit, and yeah, you got my $200 for sure. I do like though, and here's another thing that like maybe doesn't make the price steep for what you get, and it's standalone. Look how much you got to pay to get a VR experience right now. Exactly.
Did you hear that?
We still broke even though. I think you even made $100, didn't you? That's awesome, dude. You're taking my shit and it's sweated all over. Dude, mine come on. I felt terrible for whoever bought mine, man. I used mine in a couple Henyetai games or whatever they call it. Dude, I jerked off with the headset on, man.
Incredible strength in those arms.
Somebody bought that.
Power and grace in those legs. And I pride myself on being able to spot those things. I'm a bit of a collector.
That's gonna be the market, dude, and I can't believe it didn't like... Well, it's actually, people didn't believe me. Somebody called me out for saying that, oh, you're full of shit, you don't know what you're talking about. No, look it up. 80% of the market's mobile. And 80%, like, most of that mobile market is all porn. It's not apps. It's crazy amounts of porn.
You're
Did you read Ready Player One or listen to the audiobook? The audio, it's essential. It literally is the future. And they get into stuff like his mom is like a cam girl, but she's a VR cam girl.
You wanted to do, so
Think about it. That's going to be a thing.
Misplaced pride was his
Be
undoing.
cheating with their spouse in VR in years to come. Emotionally cheating, I guess you could call it, maybe. In that book, the world's so fucked up that you might not be able to like afford a, you know, like people are on like everywhere's third world. You know, the whole world is third world. So like, there's people that will get married and not even ever see each other. Like, I've never actually met that person in real life. But it makes sense, don't it? It's like I could see where this is. They go to school in VR, jobs and customer support and stuff like that is done in VR. You don't need to actually go to work. You can just put on your set.
Wait. I smell something.
You know, it's kind of. I was amazed somebody didn't look at that and say, "Hey, holy shit! You know how much money we could save by not having to have our fucking employees have to show up to this giant structure and pay for them to flush the toilet and turn on the lights and." Yeah, we don't need fucking no internet. We don't need no servers. They just use their. I just can't believe that it didn't get pushed more than it did. Yeah. Exactly.
Your practices for war.
Oh, they were totally open. They let everybody come over, and we had to download a fucking program to play their shit. Did you see the new headset they announced? The one that comes out, it's like $200 and it's white. They announced, like, it was a few days ago, maybe a week ago. It's but it's completely self-contained, and apparently it's got better optics and shit. It's $200 and it ships, I think in 2018. I think January.
Nothing will stop them.
So it's they learned exactly what you just said. Is that, like, look, you know, you can't ask people to buy this massive gaming PC. It's not going to work. Look at this mobile market. Obviously, they love it. It needs to work within the headset itself. Like, maybe it needs to be self-contained, or your phone. Like, everybody's got an expensive ass phone for the most part. So there's your fucking system. It needs to work on that. And they didn't announce shit. I was really expecting that we'd hear, like, about an Oculus 2 or...
Now you die!
Ripping red.
There's a cluster of dudes. Now you got this guy shooting arrows at you. And a boss. Just choking you out. Oh, that was awesome.
This'll hurt. They must have really. Enough.
Dude, he lit that dude on fire. It's just dude running into the wall, burning. How was fire effect? Wicked. You drop that on like one dude.
That must have hurt!
Rogue.
Oh, that was, oh, that was wicked. Is there any like woods? Can you get out of the city or?
I'm gonna hang him from the rafters. Yeah, let's see him walk out of that.
Weakling! You don't seem to get
Plan here.
We've been down this road before. I'm the Tark Slayer. That means I kill Tarks, and you're a Tark.
I like the guy is looking at you with an arrow in the back of his head.
You didn't think that'd work, did you? Luck. That's all this defeat is. I suppose you want to call yourself the Tark Slayer. Slayer.
It's like everything stops so he can do his little monologue. He's got something to say. I think you too often. Oh, that gut and then into the head. Shit. I wonder if you could turn off the HUD and do something really cool. I could put some lightsabers over it. I was wondering, like, I don't think anybody's put lightsabers on a video game yet. Like, oh wow. What is this? Man, look at video games now. They're crazy. The detail is like, that looks like Ned Stark. So I guess we don't call him Boromir anymore, do we? Is it be Ned now, or? Can you look at the moon? Aereo? That's cool. That means you can do it 3D, right? I think. Why the hell is my laptop, it's like 10 years old, streaming this faster than my computer is? Oh, that's totally weird, dude. It's the Mun. Yeah, dude, make it look really good and like be like, that's rad. Oh, that looks, dude. Well, that glowing one looked real. Yeah, that looks legit. You should try this on Twitch and see if you get more people. I always thought YouTube, man, it doesn't, unless you already got a bunch of subs, nobody shows up. Like, I was waiting for some comments here, and like, shit, nobody's even joined it. Yeah, I agree on that one. And I did actually get a lot of traction. I'm pretty excited for the, I think it's this year that Amazon's coming out with their streaming and video service. They want to compete with YouTube, and I think like if they do it right, they're gonna get a lot of people saying, you know what, fuck you. Guess what? You want to watch my videos? I'm on Amazon now. The bullshit that they're pulling with like the ads and stuff, and like you saw that video, like basically say that you can't monetize videos about tragedy, and here you are monetizing like dude, they demonetized some of my videos, like about a dozen of them, and it was like really like Super Punch Out, the Punch Out VR game, like that's not family friendly. Like I probably dropped an F-bomb, right, is what I'm thinking, and maybe like a YouTube hero was like, oh, that's not appropriate. There shouldn't be words like that. I'm a YouTube hero. YouTube asshole, more like it. And that's why I think so many of these guys are like starting out their videos with ads and shit. It's like, that's the only way you're gonna make money now. I want to put one on the beginning of mine. It's like 3 seconds, just like, bam, here's the shit, help me. Like, and then because it pisses people off otherwise.
There goes an
killed you once already, I did. Not fair.
Come at me, pigskin! I welcome your feeble blows. I laugh as you break yourself against me.
You know what? I'm going to let you live a little longer. Just because the look on your face right now is so priceless.
These little bits where they do the little talk and there's
Good fight, Turk. So far. Enough play.
in the back. Dude, that guy Max Landis, he tweets every like 2 minutes. I was like, whoa, that's crazy, dude. Like, no, he tweets words. Yeah, I think he's got like, that's something, you know what I'm saying? That's like, I don't know what that is, but that's like, either you're just really enjoying your fame or it's like crazy amounts of tweeting.
Scarcely worth the same name as the ring we created.
It's like, I think he just throws out his thoughts. Like, literally, like, you think something, put it down. 14 minutes ago, an hour ago, 2 hours 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 ago, 3 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 hours ago, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5.
Man swine! You gave me a nasty scar. Now I got something to give you. Not a chance!
Ooh, headshot.
Look up at the sky, Gravewalker. See those Nazgul up there? They'll fly right over your precious walls. I've got him now!
Still talking on my screen.
The orc is nearby. Time to spoil his plans.
It's all that shit on the ground. Oh, that's where he's at?
Oblique.
Now you're back. Just my rotten luck. We're not here to entertain him.
Oh man. Oh my god. There's so many dudes.
Sing my name.
This is gonna be awesome. 2 bosses so far? 3?
Sing my name.
You use your super duper. Your super duper. It's ready. Oh, it looks like. Hit all the buttons. Yes, yes, here it is.
Go ahead. Kill me. I'll still beat you before. Nothing will ever change that.
Look up and say something. Everybody stop.
No need to be afraid. I'll kill you quick, before anyone else gets you.
Oh. That guy's ugly.
Don't let him at your head.
He's above us!
We got you now. Stay there. Be quick, lads. How am I supposed to target
Did you shot you off there?
Turn your bro!
Ain't looking good.
Like we police idiots! You let him catch his breath!
We're gonna bleed you, Red.
Oh wow. How would you even shoot an arrow in that? Like, I just literally watched it go through like a bunch of dudes. Like, they're clipping! They're clipping!
I'm on it!
Dude, this reminds me of Assassin's Creed, the first game. I used to climb up towers, and I would just throw dudes off, and it would be like a line of guys climbing up the tower, and just throw them off, throw them off. That's why I never liked it. Once I figured out how to break it, I just was like, well... Well, Assassins was different because it let you just grab them and throw them, like, and die. But oh shit.
We need to
Oh,
get
that's
back.
right. Are you on East Coast time or mid what?
Needs us.
Central. Oh, so you're 11, 11?
Casualty in a long campaign.
12, 11. 12, 11. Right on, dude. Thanks for hanging out. Good times.